Hello and welcome back to this episode of Dragon Hammer, episode 23, Clouded Threats. When we last left off, the Seven officially became the Seven, and with their guild now recognized within the country of Goldia, they are a full-fledged legal and official guild that can operate through the will of the crowns. Now, when we last left off, however, they had received a letter by a Simon Antonoro.
Is this me now? Oh, guys, I'm holding a letter.
What does the letter say?
Okay. Well, thank God it's short, because I'm not very literate. To the Seven, I recently received the news that you and your allies successfully recovered faulty aether tech whose sole purpose was to discredit my family's company. Words can't express my gratitude to you for foiling this scheme. Unfortunately, this is not the only reason I have sent you this letter. While I regret doing so, I must impose upon you even further. The shipment of faulty aether tech is not an isolated incident. I can't go into specifics in this letter, as it could be intercepted in transit. I request your presence in Cloud's Reach at your earliest convenience. I just realized I'm not saying this in my accent. That's fine. This is awkward.
It was like a narrator.
Please.
You put on a weird voice when you read. Where's your accent go?
Sorry, it's because I have to think really hard.
Ah.
Please speak of this matter to no one until we have had a chance to speak in person. When in Cloud's Reach, proceed to my estate in the Central District and present this letter to the guards. May your journey be a safe one. Simon Anatolo.
And as you look towards the end of the letter, at the bottom of the envelope, you find what appears to be tickets. Boarding pass tickets.
For like a train? Can we tell? What's it say?
Well...
What is
I
that?
don't do with this information.
What is that too?
What does it say?
Hold on, let me read it.
Vera,
Without my
you would...
accent.
Vera, you would know that within the continent, within certain regions, specifically in places like Luminor, very heavily trafficked, heavily mercantile areas, there is a thing known as the Iron Road, which is a rail system of dwarven technology where a locomotive-like vehicle, aka a train, can transport people across the continent. However, the Iron Road is not something that just mere peasants and Commonwealth use. The Iron Road is something that is typically reserved for nobles, elites, and the very wealthy.
Oh, Hase will be happy.
Do we have a...
You have never even heard of a train. From where you're at, there's no such thing.
Alright, so, any of y'all ever been on a train before?
It's sexual.
What's a train?
First for you, okay.
I have trained, yes.
Have you been on a train? It's like a big steel horseless carriage.
Oh, this
It goes really
terrifying. No.
Okay.
I
You've
don't-
been on a train, yeah.
Have I? Maybe I've been on a train.
No.
I've not been
I
on
don't
a
think a single one of you would have ever been on a train before.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Oh. So some of you might not like it very much. It goes very fast, but it's a perfectly safe way to travel. And I guess, I'm assuming this is how we're going to get there. You bought our passage, so...
You see the date and time on the ticket's departure, and it looks like it's this evening.
How far is it? Where we need to board?
The boarding is here in the city.
Okay.
So the city has a station.
Okay. So it looks like we're boarding tonight at the station in the city. So I don't know if you guys have anything you need to do before we do all that. But I can get it done.
I got some things I could do.
Yeah, there's some things I wanted to do too.
Got lots of things we want to do. Hoste, got any things you want to do?
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay.
What if he gets abducted by his brother?
I thought he left.
Could he have not just left and be waiting now?
Waiting where?
I don't know. In the darkness, waiting to strike.
Well, we can probably move as a group, right? How much time do we have until the boarding time?
Several hours. It's midday, so.
Got a few hours. We can just travel together, right? Unless this is stuff you guys need to do alone.
I just need to stop by the Church of Crow.
I have a contact I want to get with.
Okay, that's like a private thing or a group thing.
I'm sure they would like it to be private.
Okay, so how about you go do that and then we'll move as a group. Take care of Nevin's business and then we'll meet back up at the station at whatever time.
Alright.
Ticket.
Do you mind if we stop by a blacksmith before we leave too?
That's fine.
Okay.
We should have time.
Gideon sort of looks over and goes, so while you're all doing that, because it seems like you're most likely going to be, actually, no, not Gideon, sorry, Vittorio. Since you are all going to be doing that, I will make my way to the sanctuary where they have taken Gideon. Perhaps the large fellow can take me there and escort me. Hawk looks towards everyone. Is that what I'm doing?
I guess everything's happened so fast. So you're our new roommate then, basically.
Handles our money.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's
And
what
you're
he
gonna
said.
live there too, right?
Yeah.
So there should be an extra room somewhere.
If you would have me, I would prefer to be a accountant for the 7. Sounds like you have already made plans to accept money from Raphael.
Yeah. Yes.
Then perhaps I will, once I arrive to the sanctuary, write up a formal acceptance letter and send it to the Ledgermen's Guild.
Excellent.
By chance, are you all aware of how much coin we are lending from Raphael?
London?
Receiving, I think is what he meant.
Yes,
Oh.
how much he is
Oh.
lending to us.
He's lending to us.
Correct, that is what a loan is.
Oh, so it's a loan. Okay. Did we ask about like interest rate or anything on that before we said yes? Cause I don't. I'm a little tired. I don't remember this. What have we done?
A lot of things have happened really, really fast.
Well, it's been a while since I've operated within the light of day and been in the graces of Luminor's guilds, but last I checked, I think the going interest rate was somewhere around 8%.
Okay.
That's a number.
Yeah. What was the loan for?
Now, of course, we are only an iron rank guild, so once we get a...
You know,
You all seem to be quite confused. Do you want me to run the numbers for you?
I just don't. What was the loan for?
You need money to operate a guild.
yes.
Okay.
I don't have any.
That's
That's
why
what they
we're
loan.
that's why we're going to be receiving a loan.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I understand we need money to operate a guild, but we're just kind of like being hired to go help people with stuff. We're not like a bakery or something. So like, what do we need a bunch of money for?
Well, we'll need horses. You'll need supplies.
We already bought the horses. Right?
Do you think that you're going to be able to, within the span of a year, complete every single task and request that is asked of you? You're going to have hundreds of requests. I'm going to have to hire mercenaries to fill in our ranks until we can...
All right. Now we're talking about hiring people. Where's all this coming from? You're just
Why-
gonna go ahead and do that without talking to us?
Why are you yelling at us?
I'm sorry. Perhaps you need to,
You seem like strangely frustrated by this.
perhaps you need
like you've been dealing with it for a while.
Perhaps you need to get a better understanding of how a heroes guild operates.
Maybe you should get a better understanding of how drinking beer operates.
We were just thrown into this, okay? So you're gonna have to work with us here. We have no background in running a guild or being in a guild. We're all from completely different walks of life.
You know, we're part of the 7, but it's 4 more than I'm used to dealing with.
So,
5 more than I'm used to dealing with.
Is it 6?
3.
do you have a guild charter master hired?
What the hell is that?
Listen, all right. Okay,
By the way,
That'd be 8.
Listen.
Huh?
That'd be 8.
We have things we need to go do. It's kind of pressing right now, so I love we could come back together after we go talk to the Simon fella. Come back and get this all squared away. What do you need from us in the meantime while we're gone? What can we push off until we come back and talk to you about it?
Oh,
What do we have to do immediately?
We're
We're not hiring mercenaries right off the bat.
well, we're officially open for business. When do you want to start making
We're in
money?
business.
We're already going on a job
How-
right now.
How much do we make? How much do we have to spend on taxes?
It depends on contract to contract.
All right, so you know what?
Well,
Let's just do this first one, come back, and then figure things out, right?
And the only taxes you pay depend on the work you do within certain kingdoms.
I feel like Peachtree should be taxed more.
I wish he'd be taxed with a 6-foot rope and a quick drop. So,
I say, wait, I hand up.
I was waiting for my turn.
speak!
You never
Can I
do
have
that.
money?
Are you saying you're poor?
No, I'm not poor, but you could always use more.
I'm poor.
I am going to go to the sanctuary.
Okay.
Hawk, is it? Yes, Hawk. hmm Take me there. Show me the records room. Records?
I don't know, we have one of those.
We have a library.
Listen, you got some wandering to do when you get there, so
Hey, wash our money.
figure it out.
That's- I didn't mean that literally. I meant wash it.
you tell him to launch your money? The first thing you...
I didn't say that. She said that.
I said wandering.
That's our lawyer.
Oh,
That's our lawyer, by the way.
All I did was get there, commit crimes.
I thought she
That's the
said.
opposite.
I
We're supposed to
thought
tell
she
him.
said launder too.
That's what I thought you said.
Wandering.
Sorry.
But then we just got done like punishing. And come back and start doing it. Learned a few things. Oh my
I
god.
went to Goldhaven, came back a changed man. Crimes, we're gonna
All
commit
right,
them.
I'm going to be at the sanctuary. Hawk, take me there. All right.
Yes, hurry, get away from us.
Oh, I'm gonna run after Victoria. Hey,
Oh my God.
Victoria, actually, hey, can you do me a favor while you're there?
Yes.
I'm gonna lean in. We have a large library. While we're doing all this, do you think you can find me a book on something called Ashtoreth?
Okay, I will look. Did you look yourself?
I haven't had a chance to because we keep getting sent off on stuff.
Should have just told Gideon to do it.
All right, I will take a look.
Gideon's not here.
I thought you came with them.
Is Gideon here?
He's in
No.
the sanctuary.
Yeah, he's at the
They
sanctuary.
took him.
That's what I mean. He's at the sanctuary.
Well, I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. I figured,
Tell him to tell him.
or yeah, you could have, or have Gideon do it.
I will take a look once I go through the records and see what type of bookkeeping is still there. I may need a lot of supplies, so I will also send a formal letter, like I said to Raphael, about getting the money so we can start purchasing the necessities that we need
Yes.
to operate. What level contracts do you want me to open up at first?
Oh God, I should have let you leave.
What's the lowest level?
We are the lowest level.
So
What are the
that.
contracts?
We're
What's
the-
the
oh.
lowest level contract?
So,
Thanks, hey, what
You
the
gotta
fuck?
start.
What are you expecting you?
You gotta start small, then expand.
You're acting like we're close friends or something. You can't just come out the gate talking to us like that.
I thought you hired me.
Yeah, we just met you.
We don't
Oh, we
have.
have to pay these guys?
That's why you care about getting that money, so you can get paid.
I thought he was a helper.
Are we all getting paid?
Yes.
He won't even pay me. What do you think?
Just take the lowest level contracts you can find, and not too many of them. For the love of God, we don't know what we're doing.
Never had.
All right.
Keep it manageable for a
Can
bunch of idiots.
can I offer
okay?
you just a word of advice here?
I guess.
Does it cost?
No.
Okay, good. Yes, you can.
We don't have any money.
Low level contracts typically include things like farm work or slight courier missions of minor importance, things along those lines. Very small, easy to perform contracts.
Okay.
I will have to employ some people to do that work.
I thought the point of us being a guild was that we were the ones doing the work.
You will be taking on priority contracts.
Alright,
These would be the contracts that are going to be the big dollar contracts.
Maybe some.
Listen, so go ahead, Evan.
Maybe sometimes we can do those farming missions and send the mercenaries to do the dangerous ones.
You realize that people are paying for the notoriety of the 7, right? They don't
We're
want.
notorious for something.
Listen, he's got a hole.
We didn't say which
chest.
7.
Yeah, he has a point.
Okay, listen, we really gotta get going. You seem like a great guy and everything. I'm just feeling a little uncomfortable with having all this in your hands. We barely know you.
He only has one.
You can't do this. You can't do this to people.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know, we're going to Cloud's Reach. We can probably look into getting you something for that.
You want to get me a prosthetic?
Would you be interested?
Those are extremely expensive.
Well, we're borrowing money anyway.
Yeah,
so.
we're just.
We don't have the money that we are borrowing is meant for our business, not for my
You're
prosthetic.
part of the business.
If we
Yeah.
find one,
We
on
can
the,
it's a tax write-off.
You're an asset.
if we find one on the ground, would you want it?
Evan, what the fuck?
What? Nevin, what does that mean?
Up there, you know. I assume they
Up
just
where?
to the place.
Wait, is this place in the clouds?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, well, it's like
has a
it's
name.
a very high mountain peak. It's built into the side of Mountain Peak up in the clouds.
Where are we going again?
Clouds Reach.
Scrap you.
So it's in the name. It reaches the clouds.
It's not like an island floating in the sky or anything like that. So it's in the mountain.
Do they use electricity a lot up there?
Hmm?
Do they use electricity a lot up there?
What's
I don't
electricity?
know.
Do we
Listen,
know
we're
what
just gonna go,
electricity
okay? Just get the fuck out.
Oh my god!
Do we know
we
what
know what
electricity is?
electricity is?
Wait, do we?
We don't know what trains are, so
Isn't electricity aether?
They use aether up there, so they don't
Gas.
use electricity. They use
I don't
aether.
know what electricity is.
That's
Are you talking about?
You know
ether?
what? You know what? Well, the element electricity, like lightning.
Do we?
Yes.
Well, he has a point. I don't know if they have
Do
storms.
you think those are? What do you think that is? Storms.
Magic.
Okay.
So you think if you got hit by lightning, you would survive?
Why wouldn't I?
Oh, God.
I am a stunted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my.
Vittorio and Hawk leave.
Okay. That's probably for the best. I don't know what the fuck is going on with all that. We're gonna deal with it when we come back, I guess.
Notice that Morlock, who has been standing idly by and been relatively quiet, takes a step forward. So it looks like guild business is starting off a little rocky.
What are you trying to say?
We've never done this before.
I can tell. It's going to take some time for you to get used to this type of work. I'm sure of it. It is relatively convenient, though, that Vittorio was able to discover that loophole for you, Haste. Otherwise, our hands would have been bound. You would be on your way back to Sitar at this moment.
Well, no, I would have ran. I'm very quick.
Do you really believe you could have outrun your brother?
Yeah, probably.
Could you beat your brother in a one-on-one?
In a sand tag? Yeah, absolutely. That was known. I was undefeated.
Well,
Anyway.
I assume
What makes it sand tag?
It's just tag in the sand.
I assume
Tis in the
that
name, like he said.
Okay, I was picturing you guys throw sand at each other, but
Pocket sand.
I assume that since you mentioned Cloud's Reach, that you're going to be departing again.
yeah, we don't. I don't think we're ever gonna get a break again in our lifetime. I think it's just gonna be go, go, go.
Well, unfortunately, you have been sort of swept away in a storm of obligation, especially when you start digging your nose into affairs where a lot of coin is involved. I'm sure you ruffled some feathers in more than just here in Goldia. Aether Barons are cutthroat capitalists. If you're making your way there, I advise that you be careful. And of course, I will be here in Luminor upon your return. I know that one of the headmasters of Neve is planning on making a visit to Luminor to meet you all at some point.
So before you go, you seem pretty experienced in all of this. You got any advice for us for when we go to Cloud's Reach if we're gonna be dealing with a bunch of cutthroat situations?
Well, my advice to you is don't look down. And
What do you mean don't look down?
well, there's certain portions of the city that are one could say is not enjoyable for those who
Great heights?
dislike heights.
I'm alright. Has anybody here Credit Heights?
I've never been too high up before.
Samesies.
Oh, alright. Well, okay.
What?
Well, it'll be a new experience for you.
No.
By train, how long is this?
Well, luckily you are gonna be, if you are taking the Iron Road, it shouldn't be any more than a few hours.
Oh, that's fast.
But it is much quicker travel than the normal road or the Gold Stitch. But nonetheless, I've never taken too many trains. I always tend to fall asleep on them.
You been to Sky or Cloud's Reach often? You know a lot of people there?
I have been there a few times. In fact, I believe you may have ran into the ambassador of Neve during the tournament, during the Festival of Crowns, right before the attack by Aganon. She was the one in red.
Okay.
But besides for political and business reasons, I don't go too often. Neve is not exactly thrilled with some of the things that Clan Highhammer have been doing in Cloud's Reach.
Like what?
This whole aether tech, it's dangerous, it's unregulated, and it's, quite frankly, foolish, naive, like children's playing with swords. They are bound to eventually do something, and the mist is going to retaliate. You might as well put a bomb in a goblin's hand.
I mean, they seem to be faring pretty well so far.
For now. But the folly of ingenuity eventually will run its course. They will attempt trial by fire at some point, and who knows what the outcome will be.
Well, we're going to meet with this Simon Anatolo, I think. Do you know anything about him? Is that someone that we should be wary of?
Can't say I'm aware. There are many Aether Barons, but I believe that he is one of them. Not technically nobility, but treated as such within their world.
Okay. Guess we'll have to play it by ear when we get there.
Other than that, all I can say is good luck, safe travels to you, and oh, also, this Geldy,
You're not guilty.
yes, I am aware there have been reports before you all left of a decapitated head seen within the window of the sanctuary.
The window?
He wanted sunlight. What can I say?
What's he gonna do with sunlight, Hostage? He's a
Enjoy it.
He's a
You-
corpse.
I know. He has
Technically,
so
he's
much
not a
going
corpse.
against him.
He's the head of a corpse.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
a corpse head.
I dug through the archives. I saw what Agyar had mentioned about Geldy's captivity. I want you to be very careful with him.
I am the most careful of all the groups.
Why be careful? Aside from the obvious.
He's older than I am. He comes from the Zenithian Empire. Some say he's from the Dawn Age. But that is few and far in between. Just be very careful and mindful.
No problem.
Hostage, maybe we should put that thing back where we found it before we go.
No, we said we'd take him with us on our adventures.
At this point, I would feel safer if he was being controlled.
That's right.
Leaving him alone with his awakened state, I feel is a mistake.
Wait, are you talking about me or Geldy?
Both.
I'm awakened. All right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for all the info
Yes, I will do some more research on it, but
on what it, which it,
on Guild.
it. Okay.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Try to see if I can pry any more secrets, even though they are most likely lost to the annals of time.
All right. Well, we better get going. We're already killing daylight as it is. We need to get some things knocked out before we get on that train. So I think we're gonna part ways here with you. Part ways with Miguel. You're gonna do your own thing.
Yeah. It'll take me not very long.
Hostage, you get to choose. You come with us. You come with Miguel.
Yes, I will go with you.
Okay.
Wait, Mikhail, do you need backup?
No, I don't.
Are
I
you-
really don't.
Are you under duress?
What?
Are you under duress?
Did you ask me?
Are you duress?
I'm just gonna walk off at this point.
I know what you're saying.
In duress?
Yeah.
No. I know what you're saying too,
I
but
kept feeling undressed.
yes.
All right.
All right, Hostage, come with us, I guess.
All right.
All right. Vera, what are you doing?
Me and Hostage are gonna go with Devin to
Church of Krill.
the church place.
Okay. It doesn't take you all very long before you finally make your way to the church within the city.
You want us to wait outside?
That's up to you guys. You can come in if you want.
Do they have snacks?
Maybe.
Then I will go in to find the snacks.
They don't have snacks available.
They don't usually have snacks.
Can you ask them to make snacks?
No. I'm not hungry.
I know I am. That's why I was asking.
We'll follow you in, Devin.
Okay. We walk in.
As you
What?
Go on.
Yeah.
As you make your way into the church, you can hear the soft, almost Gregorian-like chanting with the priests and stewards that are within the church. Quiet mourning of those and the soft coughs and breaths of elderly that are in the rooms beyond. Notice that one of the priests see you and make their approach quiet but swift. Steward, welcome to the church.
Greetings. I was directed here from Adria, Bleakfield.
Yes, Adria is currently at the sanctuary. She's tending to the wounds of one of your members.
She informed me I should come by here and check out some of the scriptures here.
Of course, the texts that are within these walls are some of the oldest in Abendor. Luminar is a bastion of knowledge when it comes to the history of the lands. What particular era are you looking for? The Age of Swords or the Empire Age? Is there a volume, tome, anything that you are missing?
I'm just perusing right now. I'm not looking for anything particular.
Oh.
Why did she say I was supposed to?
No.
Okay.
I will show you. Do you all, or did you guys just stay outside or follow?
We followed him in. Hey, Nevin, maybe there's something you can look into for Hosday? Healing him quicker, maybe, or something along those lines?
I plan on asking you.
Maybe you can find something in these scrolls or books or whatever's in here.
It
So-
hurts real bad.
The chapel you are walking in is pretty your typical chapel with it's got the pews that are along the lines, and there's stained glass that depict mournful passings of individuals in St. Crell's blessing and carrying those lost souls into the afterlife. However, as you pass through the main chapel, the entire room has a very strong scent of purity. You can smell cinnamons and vanilla. You can smell very pleasant smells in here. As soon as you pass and go behind the chapel, the doors open, these double doors. And when you walked into the church, it was rather large from the outside. So seeing this small chapel in the front was kind of odd. But as you open the doors behind the chapel, double doors reveal a cathedral library. Towers and towers and towers of books. Books beyond the amount and comprehension that you have ever seen before, Nevin. And there are spirits, visible ones, that appear to be bound in chain, covered in cloaks, moving through the library and assorting tomes.
You got some prison ghosts in the library?
They're serving penance.
They're serving their time.
Time for what? That seems pretty drastic.
I mean, none of it is not something they wanted.
Alright.
Some people are racked with so much guilt that they feel like
So
they have to be some type of servitude to
they subject themselves to this because they're guilty or something?
those that feel the need to work penance off. Yeah,
So they offer to do this.
yes. Same with all the skeletons
Huh. That's interesting.
I care about. Listen, my group and I, we see a lot of hard times, and my friend here in particular,
Namaste.
he needs very conventional ways of healing. Magic does not work on him. He is stunted. I don't suppose there is a tome here that might expand my knowledge on helping him.
You may search the encyclopedias of anatomy and surgery. I don't believe there's any tomes that are specifically specialize in the healing of those that are stunted beyond typical.
Well, he found out curses work on me. So if you have any curse healing,
Curse healing?
yeah, you have to use a curse to heal me.
That is a dark magic, and you more or less are speaking about vampirism.
Oh yeah? What
It
is
is
a
an
vampirism?
It is an abomination upon humanity.
Oh. Okay.
You never heard of a vampire before?
I've not.
Really?
Yes.
Well, let's just say you would never be able to go out in the sun again. Your hometown, not an option.
Really?
You would. How's it work? They burst into flames here. How's that work here?
They ash, yeah, they turn to ash.
Yeah, you just up in smoke, gone.
Okay, yeah, that is not a deal.
No, you wouldn't like it.
Curses are named curses for a reason. They're typically awful. There aren't many curses that I'm aware of that are beneficial for the one who is cursed, unless you are speaking about very old witchcraft.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I'm just here to get like better, so thought maybe you might know something.
Have you given him Mythroot elixir?
No. I'm all out of Mythroot.
Oh. You can get some here. We have Mythroot.
I would love to do that.
Is it like snack? Because I am famished.
It is a drink.
It's a drink, like a tea ointment.
Okay, yeah. Maybe some biscuits to go with that?
So that's his best option. There's nothing like in these texts anywhere that might be able to advance his healing process as a stunted person.
As you can see, there are many tomes here. If there are, then perhaps they are somewhere within these archives. It would be impossible to memorize every book in here. But the spirits that guard this library, they are attuned with the tomes that are here. If you were to use your fog walking, you could commune with the spirits when you have time.
Two more things. For the rest of my party, do you happen to have any more of that blessed bandages that we had, that we were given last time we were here?
Blessed bandages.
Mm.
I have no recollection of ever giving you blessed bandages.
Maybe it was a different church.
Speaking of those of the Dawn Mother?
Yeah, that's the one. That's it.
My apologies. Other question I had. Do you have any tomes referring to the plague pox?
The Fellpox?
Cellpox.
Yes, we have books on the Fellpox.
I would like to take a gander at those. Maybe check it out.
Ask the spirits. The spirits will acquire the books for you.
Do I just summon one, or do I walk up to it, or?
Do they not have library geists in your...
No, we have
You have 3 shelves.
skeletons. Yeah, we have 3 shelves, so we just get ourselves.
Yeah, this should be like
Peasant
mind-boggling to you. We're talking about a library that is essentially like stadium-sized.
Okay. No, we only have like 3 shelves where I'm from, so
Oh,
we don't need ghosts.
of course. In that case, just command one of the geists, and they will fetch tome for you. You can give a description of a title or the topic of the book. They will find something for you.
And where can I get the Mythroot from?
I can grab that for you.
Appreciate it.
How many are you looking to acquire?
Let's take 7,
7.
if you have it.
that we have 4 in reserve.
Okay.
We only need maybe 2 for how I stay.
I'll take 2.
2. All right. I will acquire those and I will return shortly.
Say, how long is it gonna take for you to find this stuff? Because we're on a bit of a time crunch.
Oh,
This place is massive.
Well, let's see how long this might take.
Looks like less of a church and more of a library.
Can I see the closest guys to me?
Yeah, they're floating everywhere.
Excuse me, I need help here. I'm looking for a tome on Felpox.
Man on top?
It's just like a shrouded face, too. You can't even see features.
Wow. It's quite the place.
Comes back holding the tome.
Thank you. I appreciate this. Look it over. Can I flip through it? Does it look like legible for me to read?
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. I turn away from him. I don't know what to say.
He curtsies, then turns around.
All right. We will cut over to Mikhail.
First, I'm trying to. Was it Eliora that was here that I usually contact?
Eliora of Minth? She's
Yeah.
the Hostian. She's your childhood friend.
I can't remember the name of the arbiter that I would talk to here, or not the arbiter, but I can't remember her name off the top of my head. When I have to contact her about anything that happens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lady Darkheart.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay, I had that written down, but I didn't realize that was her. But yes, so I'm gonna try to. I believe we had like a meeting spot usually that we would meet at.
You don't meet her, you have dead box drops.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna fill that out because I can't remember the last time we contacted each other. So I'm gonna leave her a message about the demon that came onto this plane.
You did already do that.
Okay, I did.
You already did that,
Okay,
yeah.
so then I'm gonna bring up the fact that I may have talked to Gox the Unseen,
By the way.
and that
Give me a mind and awareness, please.
that's 1, 2, 3, 2.
You got 2?
Yeah.
All right.
You know, make dice out of real human bones. You should get those.
Yeah.
It's like $100 for one dice, but
Okay, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Myra Darkheart. I don't remember her first name. You notice that when you go to your dead box drop, you actually spot Myra in the crowd watching the box. And your dead box drop is essentially just an old signpost that has like fallen down.
Can I just like kind of nonchalantly like motion her over? Or is it a situation where I could tell that she's expecting me to drop it but isn't going to come over until I leave?
It's your choice. You can either drop it or you could Motioning her would draw attention. It would be probably more subtle if you were just to walk over towards her casually.
Yeah, okay, then I'll do that.
You've been busy.
So have demon lords, apparently. So have evil.
I've already reported what you found earlier to the Paragon, and he is thoroughly concerned with the situation.
At this point, I'm going to look around. How many people are around us?
It's a busy day, and there's people around, but your conversation is more or less drowned out by the sound of day-to-day life.
Seems like things may be getting a lot worse for us. I believe that somebody that we have in our care now is connected to Gox somehow. I think he used his body to...
The Brotherhood.
Yeah. He made a deal with the Goxian Brotherhood, and I think Gox spoke through his body directly to me and my group.
Well, Gox is still a member of the Nonagon, and Abaddon cares for all the other 8, so he is one of the 9. As long as he's not interfering with us directly, we'll just have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
I put in a requisition for you, by the way. Your shield, your armor, some of it was badly damaged when you encountered that demon.
I've been using this, and to be quite frank, I feel a lot weaker when I use this.
Well, like I said, you should be having a shipment of new armory arriving to the sanctuary for you, as well as Forge Master Balthazar.
About the forge?
Yes, he heard about this dwarven forge, you said?
Yeah. I was actually going to ask at some point if he was on his way. I haven't heard anything for a while.
Yes, I guess he's going to be part of the delivery for your new shield. Says it's something he is excited to show you.
As always, I look forward to seeing Balthazar.
Now, is there anything else?
No, for right now, that's about it. But I fear the absolute worst. This is going from somebody worshipping the Prince of Rats to a full-fledged demon on this plane to now potentially speaking directly to Gox. I hope you see the dots that I'm connecting here. It's getting progressively and quickly out of control. Nonagon or not.
Keep your wits about you. Try to keep focused on your mission. What's your next move?
We're going to Cloud's Reach. Seems like Simon Anatolo is asking for our help. Something about Aether Tech.
Yes, I saw the reports, so at least I intercepted the reports from those arbiters. Something about faulty Aether Tech?
Yeah.
Well, I will say, Command is very interested in Cinzerland. Getting an Aether Baron on our side is highly advisable. I don't care what you have to do, Mikhail. Kiss his feet. This Simon needs to be a good ally of Avernus.
I'll do my absolute best to manage this far. Choosing the nice route isn't typically how I do things, but
Good, because the political shift is starting to swing. We've already signed at least a partial agreement with Kravoria. And if this continues, by this time next year, we may be ready to launch an assault against Rindell.
Speaking of, did you hear about... okay, and forgive me, I wrote this down in my notes, but I don't remember if it was actually said the Taldesian making a alliance with Hailwind. Was
Yeah.
that was said out loud, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Did you hear about the Taldesian Empire working with Hailwind?
Of course. They've been working with them as part of their merchant system for a few years now. It's one of the reasons why we put Cervantes in the Strand.
And to fight for Haste's honor, the Taldesian. His brother came in hot-headed. Trying to deal with him is increasingly becoming frustrating for me.
You'll manage. Right now, Command is impressed with what you've done so far, so keep up the good work, Mikhail.
I appreciate hearing that at least. And I look forward to seeing about the Tsar, and anything else will absolutely be given to you for anything that comes up.
All right. If there's anything else...
And I guess that saves me a trip to the blacksmith then. So I appreciate the news.
And she takes a few steps back into the darkness and disappears.
And as she does that, I'm going to turn and go the opposite way. I'll head back to the sanctuary at this point.
All right. Group, what are we doing?
We're at the library.
He already left. He's already got what he needed.
Oh, we left.
I assume we also got the Mithra too.
Yeah.
Before we left. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we're good.
Yeah, we're going back. Meet up at the... I thought we were meeting at the train station, so that's where I think we're going. Is that what we said on our end?
I
Is
think,
the train station?
I think we said we meet up at the train. When it's
How close is it to departure time?
You got a few hours still.
Okay, then we can go back to the sanctuary. We have time to kill.
Yep. As you all make your way back to the sanctuary, you come across what appears to be Hawk dealing with a visitor. Or I should say, two visitors. Vera, you recognize that it looks like your mother is standing in with another man at the front of the sanctuary, and Hawk is currently going, like, putting his hands up, shrugging.
Mama?
There she is!
What's going on? Why are you here?
And you turn around and you notice the other man is your uncle, Roland.
What's going on?
Vera! It's been a while, kiddo.
Yeah, I've missed you.
Good. Your mom told me all about this whole sanctuary thing. I heard about it, and I wanted to come and say hello. Who are your friends here?
This is members of the Seven. This is Nevin. It's Haste.
Who's this guy?
Kyle.
Mikhail's not there yet.
Yeah.
Will be here
Okay.
at some point.
And I'm assuming the big guy as well.
That's Hawk.
Vera, I wanted to try to find you and tell you to come home so we could talk with your uncle in privacy, but I suppose we could just have the discussion here, inside, hopefully, not out here.
Yeah, of course you can come inside. Here, just follow me. We'll go to a private room.
And they walk in, and Michaela, you actually arrive just a few minutes later. So as you guys walk in and are getting settled, Mikhail, you come in through the front door as well.
So I wasn't expecting I was just gonna come and see if they found the book I was looking for.
Just face the fuck out.
Is this another friend of yours?
Yeah, that's the one I said was gonna be here at some point. This is Mikhail.
Are they here? Are you here for a job?
Mhm.
We're about to leave for Cloud
No,
Tree.
no. This is my mom and my uncle. They're stopping by to say hi, check the place out.
Oh,
Stop looking at him like that.
why? Yeah, why are you looking at me like that?
I have to work with this guy. Stop it.
I feel like you have something to say. Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, it's nothing.
You have a
Does he do that
problem
all-
with my body?
We're not buddies. Does he do that a lot?
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. Give me a mind and intuition.
What have you done?
Have you seen this man before?
What did you do?
Or someone who dresses like him?
All of us mind intuition, or?
Yeah, everyone. I'll give you an extra die on it.
So I have 3.
I roll snake eyes, baby.
I got 1.
I got one. Wait, do I have? Yep, this one.
Yeah, he could definitely tell that as soon as he looked at Mikhail, something caught him off guard. He's just trying to pass over it, though. Sorry, just a long trip. You know how the road is sometimes.
It's not that long.
Well, it's
Okay.
nice meeting you. I'm gonna go to the library.
Yeah, good meeting you, kid.
Okay. I'm gonna walk to the library.
Where do I start?
Well, do you want to do this right here, or?
I mean, as long as we're inside, I'm
Okay.
comfortable with it.
All right. So what's going on?
It's Lux. He's currently in Murderstraw.
Okay. Alive.
Yeah, alive.
Okay. So
We,
start off with that. I don't want to have a meltdown.
Problem is he can't get out of Murderstraw.
Why?
Whole border's locked down by the Inquisition. Fellpox is running through the countryside, and they obviously think demons and witches are involved with it, so they've pretty much put up an annex around the kingdom. Can't get in or out. And I came to, ask your mom if you could help. Since the other girls are kind of tied up, got one group of them's up in Cravoria, another group down in Tuchikol. We're all spread out.
Why y'all split up?
We've had a lot of weird shit pop up over the last few months.
Why not hear about this?
Because your mom didn't want to tell us, didn't want us to tell you specifically.
She seems to forget quite often that I'm an adult.
I know you're an adult, honey, but there is a difference right now. And we also were laying low because you have...
I know. Okay, so what can I do to help?
Well, your mom said you guys were an official guild now, right?
Right.
Well, you guys have the will of the crown. It means as long as you have a job in Murderstraw, you can roll right in. Annex can't stop you.
Okay.
So, I was hoping that maybe you could get into Murderstraw, find Lux, and get him out of there.
I'll do whatever I have to get him out of there.
And, I have something else for you. Marion, is it me or you feel that too? Something weird ever since Vera just showed up. Yeah, I felt it as well. This isn't normally like you, dear. Why are you're something feels off about you. Like you have a darkness clinging to you.
It's not goulash. Where's goulash?
Goulash crawls up onto your
Goulash,
shoulder.
are you alright?
I am fine.
Okay.
What was...
I don't know.
Have you grabbed anything that's got anything?
Oh. Yeah, that. I'm gonna pull out that gun and just kind of hold it. By the hilt.
Watches both of their faces go white. Farah, where did you get that?
I found it. Why?
You gonna tell her, or you want me to do it? That's your father's gun. One of them, at least.
How? Is that even possible?
Your father was a remarkable marksman and was not a hemlock, obviously, but he was able to adapt a lot of our skills.
Okay, so if it was his, why has it got this dark energy to it you guys are talking about? It's also been telling me weird things.
That's because there's a familiar attached to it.
Okay.
That's where the darkness comes from. Your gun doesn't have a familiar yet.
I'll put this on the ground. Alright, just that right there. I'll hold that.
You put it on the ground, it kind of sort of just...
Mm-hmm. I might just leave it here.
Just give it to me.
Like I said, gun's got a familiar attached to it. And it's a rather nasty one, too. Some sort of serpent. Anyways, like your mom said, your dad was very good with familiars. This one must have just went dark. No different than people. Sometimes good people just turn bad. Probably why he got rid of the gun. Give me a
Strange
mind and intuition.
coincidence that I just happened to stumble upon it. Ooh. No. Difficulty 4 still?
Yeah, 4-1.
Nothing.
Okay. Notice that your mom reached down, grabs the gun. I'm gonna put this away.
Yeah, it's great. I don't want it.
No one needs to be using this. Well, since we're talking about familiars, I guess I can go ahead and give you your other little present.
Present for me?
Yeah, trust me, not a familiar, but that you kind of got to find on your own. But it is. It pulls out a book. It's a grimoire. Not just any grimoire. This was your cousin's.
You're giving that to me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he had it stashed before the Inquisition got him. I found it in some of his stuff and figured I could give it to you.
Brother or sister don't want it?
Your mom said you didn't have a grimoire yet, and if you're going to be going out to Murderstrav and dealing with the Inquisition, you're going to need things in that book. And if he would have had that book when they caught him, he could still be with us. There's a lot of things in that book that tell you how to deal with us, how to deal with inquisitors, witchfinders, and other witches. Go through it, learn it, get familiar with it.
I will.
But I can't be in town for long. I'm just gonna stay here for the night, and then I'm gonna be hitting the road.
I wish I could stay with you and talk to you some more, but we actually have to leave here soon to Cloud's Reach.
Cloud's Reach.
Yeah.
Hell, you looking into getting some new tech?
We actually have a job to do. Meeting with a Simon, Aether Baron, helping him out with
Well, I definitely recommend looking at getting some upgrades for your stuff. I know all that used to be your mom's, and it's pretty old. You should know she hits him in the arm. It's not that old. It's not that old, but, you know, it could be a little bit more of a spring chicken.
Wow. Yeah. You know, you should probably, let me show you to a room you can stay in and then get you comfortable before you get knocked on your ass.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Take it. Mama, you gonna stay here too?
Yeah, might as well since Roland's gonna stay here.
Alright. I'll take them, show them to whatever rooms they can stay in.
Yep, you guys got spare rooms.
I'll stop and take my mom to her room last
Okay.
before I leave after she gets situated. Yeah, before I get going, Mom, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Someone mentioned something about a gun lock to me recently. And I was wondering if you knew what that was. What's a gun lock?
Where'd you hear that word? And who told you?
I just want to know what it is.
Wasn't Roland, was it?
This is the first time I've seen Uncle Roland in a while, so no.
You know how we got our abilities. The Hemlock family, we made our bargain with Ransack in the Wild Lands, and we've been bound to that power for generations. There's nothing saying that you can't bind yourself to some other things, darker things. Gunlock is someone who's bound themselves to a demon.
Alright. And how does that pertain to us at all? Do we have any experience with that anywhere? Because I feel like we do. I feel like you're just kind of leaving some things out. Probably important things we should probably talk about.
She shuts the door. This isn't something that you want to bring up when you have a Hell Knight down the hall.
Michaela's harmless.
Harmless? They have flayed children for less.
I don't know if he's done all that. You can't just lump them all into one group. Listen, he's been fine so far. I haven't seen him do anything crazy. He's in the guild, Mama. I can't do anything about it. I have to get along with him. I'm not thrilled about it either.
Your daddy died because he went down that path. And if that boy hears an even ounce that you're connected to that type of shit, he won't think twice than to cut you down.
I know.
So as far as I'm concerned, this gun and anything that he was doing doesn't matter anymore.
All right.
Now you be safe. And here's the name of a engineer in Cloud's Reach that I got my stuff from when I was younger. Very recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Uncle Roland really getting under your skin today, huh?
If he is still in business, you can go by and tell him I sent you.
All right. Well, I gotta get going. Maybe I can stop by and visit. How long's Uncle Roland gonna be around?
He said he's just coming here from the night and he's gonna head up to Crevoria and meet up with the other girls.
All right. Well, tell him I said bye when you run into him again. Morning, later tonight, whenever.
I will. And you be safe.
No, we'll
And
be.
keep Goulash's hands out of other people's pockets.
I can only do so much. He's already stolen so many things, Mama. I need to get some little shackles made for him, maybe.
And good God, get another woman in your company, because there is so many other men with you. It's gotta be driving you up a fucking wall.
Yeah, There's a 7th that is a gun, or is a witch, a regular witch, and she's
A witch.
a witch, and she's been rejecting. It seems like, at least.
Well, that sounds like a witch.
Sure, yeah. Witches are such bitches, I guess.
Well, they think they're better.
Yeah. Are you okay? Usually more peppy.
I've just had some news that was kind of laid on me that, I wasn't exactly ready to hear tonight. So
About lugs?
that, amongst other things, as she kind of looks down towards the gun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, well. You don't have to take that home with you. You can just leave it here and I can just seal it away in a wall somewhere.
I don't want it around you.
I don't think it should be around you either. Just leave it here. I'll have it disposed of or something.
Fine.
Just leave it in my room.
I'm telling you, keep it away from Mikhail.
He has seen it.
I don't want Mikhail touching it.
Why? Just can't he touch it?
If that familiar decides to speak some things to him, I don't want it divulging things.
Like what? And why to Mikhail in particular?
For the same
What is
reason.
going on?
For the same
Okay, you know what? No, it just clicked. Why was Uncle Roland looking at him like that? Downstairs? And what is this? What do you guys got going on? You're not telling me. You're acting weird.
I'm not acting weird. I just want you to be safe. That's all it is.
Stop deflecting.
I'm not.
I asked you a question.
This NPC can't respond to the questions you're asking.
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
It's like it's glitching out.
Give me a mind and intuition. Difficulty 4-3.
It's like in a VR alternate reality, and it just says the same thing.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Damn it.
You can tell she's being an overprotective mom at this moment.
I'd probably be more protective if you just let me know what was going on. That way I'm not going anything blind, potentially. What is going on?
I told you. That gun belonged to your daddy.
I know that. I'm talking about Mikhail.
It's because of what his people do to those who get involved with that thing. As she points towards the gun.
You're not withholding anything?
It's not a fucking familiar, Vera.
Oh. What is it then?
What do you think?
Daddy was just walking around with that? How'd he even get it in there? Where did he just was the gun already like that when he found it? What's going on?
Your dad made a pact.
With a demon. D-word.
Capital D.
Okay, it was before I was born, after I was born. What's going on? When this happened? How long did you know about that?
It was before, but I didn't know about it.
Okay, alright. Okay, that's all, okay, that all makes sense. Yep, we'll keep it away from Mikhail. Mikhail won't touch it. Everything's good. I have to get going though. I'll stop by the farm when I can, as soon as I can, and maybe we can talk some more.
Alright. Good. I'd like that. And I'd like to meet all of your friends a little bit more and make them some food.
Alright, we'll stop by. I gotta get going, Mama. Love you.
Alright, love you too.
And I'm gonna head back downstairs.
Alright. Haste looks over toward, or Hawks looks over towards Haste.
So, Cloud's Reach.
Yes.
I hear it's high.
I would hope so from the name.
What do you think is in the clouds?
Rain.
Think rain is in there?
Rain, like rain that comes down. So water.
But it's fluffy and it floats.
Yeah.
How could it be rain?
Well, I think if you pulled water in the sky, because it's blue, and the blue from the water counteract, so it turns white.
That makes no sense, but I will believe you.
You don't think that makes sense?
No. I think the clouds are soft,
That would be nice.
like cotton. I hope to sleep on these clouds when we get there.
Oh, you can't sleep on clouds. You don't sleep on clouds. You fall right through them.
How do you know?
What?
Because they're clouds.
Have you been to a cloud?
No,
So a
but
cloud is just...
but I know what a cloud is. Do you not?
Yes, it's water in the sky.
Is it cloud fluffy air?
Can you sleep on air?
I have not tried.
All right, guys. Is everybody ready to go?
My day's
We're
been
gonna miss our
ruined.
train. We gotta get going.
All right. Is everyone ready to depart?
I am.
I'm still in the library.
Stay
Okay.
with that gun.
I was just going to say. You make your way over towards the library where you see Vittorio is speaking with Adria, who is tending to Gideon, who's across from the library. Vittorio sees you. Ah, Mikhail. Sorry, I was speaking with the steward on Gideon. He's still out cold.
Given what he went through, I'm not surprised.
She said she's going to stop by day to day to check on him, take care of his bandages.
She's standing there too.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would appreciate that, and we appreciate it too.
Of course. Good day. She walks off.
Did you happen to have a chance?
I didn't have a chance to look through your damn book. I was going through the records, and this place is a mess.
I mean, it's
Did none of you go through any of these books when you got here?
we literally had like 2 days, and then we've been gone.
5 minutes. in this place.
Yeah, we haven't really spent much time in here. In this entire.
Well, I will spend my time going through the books with a fine tooth and comb. When you get back, I'll tell you everything that I find.
Okay. Well, have fun. I don't envy you.
Also, what's with the strange enchanted wall?
Which one?
The one in the library?
The one behind the bookcase?
No.
Oh my god, there's another one. Oh my god.
What if it's the rest of the
We don't have time for this. We have to go. I have a feeling that Simon's been waiting for a while.
Point me to the wall.
Pokes his head in the library. That one right there.
I'm gonna go up to the wall and just touch it really quick.
And as soon as you touch it, there's like this shimmer of magic that kind of shows arcane text starting to highlight around the wall. War was an illusion. Something beyond it.
I feel like you're gonna find a lot of these when going through this place. Can you read it?
Do I look like a wizard?
I
I know numbers and money.
I giving you the benefit of the doubt here, Vittorio.
If I was a wizard, this wouldn't have happened.
Oh my god.
What'd you just hold up?
A nub.
That's gross. Don't do that. I think, ask. I feel like Gideon might. Maybe he'll know something.
All right, if
Maybe
he
so.
wakes up, I'll ask him.
Yeah. All right. Well, I better get
Send
back
the
to-
letter off to Raphael. By the time you get back, I've already hired some people.
How much was it again? You didn't really say.
Oh, 380,000?
At 8%?
Oh my god. How do the math? How much are we? How much fucking interest is
Quick
that?
math.
Hey, do the math.
300. I'm not here. You haven't.
Sorry, I'm warming up.
That's 30,000. 30.4. But anyway, all right.
We're gonna be in debt the rest of our lives.
All right. Hopefully
That's why we're
Gideon
putting
can
back
figure something
money
out,
bags.
but I'll let them know.
American dream.
I'll remind them how much we
We're being
owe.
loud.
Very well.
Well, you better get going. I think you have a train to catch.
Yeah. I'll turn and I'll leave. I'm walking back to the entryway.
What's that called?
What's the little
Use the
little
slide.
beads thing?
An abacus?
Atticus?
Aether Atticus. Okay, anyway.
All right.
Good episode, guys.
You guys head to the station.
Yes.
Yeah.
After heading to the station, you all board the train. And like I said, most of you all, this is the first time you've ever been on a train.
Oh my god, it's like just on the L all over again.
And it does not look like your typical locomotive, although it is segmented into cars. The front of the train looks like a massive iron horse making its way forward, and even the wheels on the side are kind of designed to look like multiple legs moving forward. As the train powers up with aether energy, this aether fog bellows out from the mouth of the horse, and the train begins to move as you guys are taken to a private car, as it looks like Simon has paid
Oh my
for a
God.
VIP car.
Oh my god, is there food?
Yes.
It's full of food. Oh my gosh. This is the best day of my life.
It's a carpet.
So this is what it's like to be high class. You think it's a carpet?
Well,
Is there?
Oh my gosh.
There's rugs,
Okay.
Wow, this is nice.
and as the train rocks, honk,
Oh yeah, you guys, you might want to sit down.
We are moving really fast.
Yeah, just sit down. all right, Hawk, sit down. Everyone sit down until we get to a coast.
This is quick.
Okay, it's gonna be fine. All right, it's fine.
Can
Breathe,
you
eat
just
cookie.
stop?
I'm gonna shove a cookie in his mouth. Just eat that.
Where'd you
Take
get that
all the
cookie?
There's a bunch of food over there.
Food.
What is that?
Oh yeah, here he is.
I run over and they get some food.
Yeah, you've been quiet.
Yeah, well, he's unimpressed. He's probably seen better.
No, I'm thinking
Us
about my
poors.
utter defeat in the last battle.
Oh, well, yeah, that was pretty bad.
It was bad.
Show me your scar.
If it makes you feel any better, we all would have died if it wasn't for Gideon.
What's a scar look
Oh,
like?
that looks horrific.
But you would have died first.
How about this one? And I'm gonna take off my armor to show the
It's
wound
not.
that I.
It's not my best work, but under
What's happening? What is that? My mom was right. We need another woman in this group. I
under
can't do this.
duress, I did. a good
Mom
job.
said that.
Yeah.
What'd she say about me?
Nothing in particular.
Oh, dang it.
You didn't talk to her.
She was more focused on Mikhail.
I know, I was
What?
trying to
What?
charm her with
Uh,
my rugged silence.
She thought your she was very impressed with your build and your stature.
Oh, man, okay.
She likes
No worries.
shorter, younger men.
Yeah.
Burly.
Dude, you know what?
Guess
You can
so.
have
You're
these.
young.
Yeah. Wait, how old do you think I am?
45.
Yeah, 45.
I don't even want to say how old I am
How old
now.
are you?
I'm 20.
Oh God.
You're only 20?
Training's been hard on your
You're a
face.
baby. Then how old are you? How have we never talked about this?
I'm 27. How old are you?
Huh?
He's 41. You remember?
You know, the thing with Taldesia is we use a different calendar, so to calculate that would be too much. But yeah.
No, I was sold to the military when I was a kid and trained, and now this is what I look like.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
You're not even that much older than me.
I'm 9 years older than you.
Well, I'm just saying, like you're acting like you guys are.
I'm
in
just
your-
surprised you don't look like you're 20.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you're only 20 years the baby.
No,
That's a whole tree life.
Wow. Yeah. Is that what, one whole ring on a tree?
No. What ring would be?
1 year?
1 year. I'd be
Is that what that is?
pretty sure. I read it somewhere.
Well, anyway, there's a lot of food over here, so I suggest we eat everything. Get Simon's money's worth.
God, you're only 20? That's crazy.
I'm gonna hit you really, really hard.
This is starting to make sense.
Oh, I forgot he was here.
Why did?
Can you make him not talk?
Why? He is part of the group.
He's unsettling. He's not part of the
I
group.
feel more comfortable talking now that I'm not surrounded by people in Luminor. I thought you wanted me to be quiet when I was around people.
He was around people, and he did a good job. So everyone praise the guild.
It's almost like the Lich can obey commands and listen.
Yeah. What? The liches not follow directions?
No, they're usually giving directions. I'm sure.
Okay.
We usually rule over life and power itself.
Have you been on the
How can
train?
you rule over life when you're dead?
No, I've never been on a train.
This is weird, huh?
This is actually quite impressive.
Yeah.
See, there's a window to have him look out of. A train window.
You want to
You
look
should
out
hang him
the
out the
window?
window. Put your hand out the window.
No.
I mean, you could. Then you may drop me, and then some small child will find me and take me to my body.
For the
Why would it be a
last
small
time,
child?
no children are going to the factory, alright?
What?
Your factory! You keep going on.
Factory?
Yes.
You have a
yes,
factory?
You have a factory.
Oh,
I
he
guarantee-
means my phylactery.
I guarantee your factory.
Whoa, hold on. Why he keeps going on about his phylactery to you?
Yes.
What about it in particular?
Well, he's like, I can't tell you unless you're going to take me there and pull everything together. And I said, we'll get to it, but now...
I am-
But you won't get to it.
I
See?
haven't-
You get to it.
I told you, remember the group? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Uh-huh.
Tell you what,
Come on, follow
we'll
me.
take you to your phylactery.
What is happening?
I have adopted the fact that Haste is a moron. So I've just, at this point, I'm just letting the cards on the table. Is that a phrase people still say?
Cards are still a thing, and so are tables. So
Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
Will we do a gamble?
Those two things do exist. That's crazy. Some things are just timeless,
No,
Goldie.
I'll say, I keep forgetting you have a gambling problem, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, let's not do any gambling.
I mean, no, it's not the
He
problem.
doesn't have money to gamble with.
I do.
You do have money.
Yes, I
Where
have
at?
not spent it.
Where is it?
I'm not going to tell you, best buddy. This is a secret place, my coin purse.
Oh!
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 What
Yeah.
card games do
I'm
you
not gonna
all
look at
play? Perhaps we could play a card game here.
Why are you smirking? Why are you making that face?
How can you play a card game if you have no arms?
I would just tell you what to play for me. At least in the Zenithian Empire, we used to play a game called Sorcery: The Assembly.
That sounds long and daunting and like something I will vaguely understand.
We can play Sandjack.
It gets worse.
Does every game and thing in your landscape start with sand?
Well, I don't. There's not a word for this, so the closest thing I can say is sand in this language.
Well, hopefully
What is
God
it in
will-
your language?
What is it in my language?
Yes.
That's at
See?
least closer.
That's honestly much closer than I thought he was going to be.
Make sure you write that
Yeah.
down.
I'm impressed.
Make sure you write that down.
Yeah. I've got it locked in.
Neat.
And it will definitely be the same every time.
Mind and awareness, everybody.
You said that like you were gonna say except.
No, everybody.
Except the camera.
I guess except Geldy. No.
I got
3.
1.
3.
No, I'm not gonna roll for Hawk. 'Cause
I got one.
But do I have an advantage?
everyone get one then?
Yes.
Oh, I got the 4.
Excellent.
He's been out the calculator.
So it is a math puzzle.
Oh fuck! Is this the puzzle?
Oh,
we're
they
talking about?
all this into the puzzle.
As you were sitting here talking and discussing, and you guys are just having general conversation during the ride, you notice a dark shadow looms over the fogged glass within your cabin door. And you see a black envelope slide under the door, and you just hear in a deep, growly whisper, "Stare now." And you watch as the image disappears.
I'm not touching it.
Stare now.
I'll pick it up.
It's an envelope with a wax seal. It's a black wax seal of an upside down triangle and an eye in the center of it.
Does anybody recognize this?
so.
Nevin, have you ever seen this?
Have I seen it? Okay, I'm guessing not.
And I don't know. I assume it's a letter.
Well, I was just asking if they knew.
Was it?
Read it.
Okay. All right, then I'll just open it up and I'll read it.
Inside, you find 2 pieces of paper. One is a small note, kind of like a fortune cookie sized letter, and all it says is, "I made this easy for you. Good luck."
Okay.
And the second piece of paper is this. If you guys look at group chat, it's that.
Okay.
What the fuck? I made this easy for you, and then this? What is this?
Is there anything else on the card? Or the letter?
That's
or-
it. That's it.
What the fuck is this?
What is it, Mikhail?
I'm gonna show the group. One just says, "I made this easy for you," and then the rest is whatever these numbers are.
Well, let me tell you what, I'm prepared to just set it or forget it and enjoy this time that we have in this nice little train car and eat the food that's in here and just relax for a little bit and try to forget that that is a thing that we have just received. Because I don't know what I'm looking at, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
What is it, though?
Numbers? I have no idea.
So, a message from Vittorio.
No, not numbers like that.
Oh,
It's just a random assortment of numbers that don't really correlate to anything.
Oh, they repeat. Wait, let's see. 1.
And as the train rides and continues to Cloud's Reach, the train makes its arrival. There's a huge...
Oh, duh. I got it now. I understand. Yes.
Do you?
Yeah. Alright, so that is that. That means that's that. That was clever. It took me a sec. Oops. I just got to spell it out.
You're really doing it like that, huh?
Yes. Go ahead, continue. It's gonna take me a while.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't believe Hosta's the one that's gonna crack this.
Ain't no fucking way. He did say he's good with numbers.
I did.
Alright, so we're here.
All right.
Whatever food's left over, I'm gonna take some and scoop it into my...
You look out your window and you notice that the train begins to go from
That's rude.
parallel to an incline. And the train begins to rise and rise and rise and rise. And you realize almost like a roller coaster. It eventually levels out, but this massive rail bridge is now towering up over the trees. And you can look out into the window and see this huge mountain over the Morenzonberg range. And there you can see Cloud's Reach. This mountain that is honeycombed out with airports and sky docks and tunnels that have been burrowed and hollowed into the mountain, going all the way up to the peak where you can see the city. And there is your destination. As the rail car comes in, it makes its way into the mountain, and you find your way into what looks like some sort of rail switch that changes your direction, moves the car, and after turn after turn, and an elevation platform that raises, you finally come to the station. You can hear someone speaking through an air horn in your cabin.
Everyone, please depart. We have arrived. Thank you all for traveling the Iron Road.
Alright, let's get going. Anyone feeling sick yet? Anyone queasy?
Not exactly.
Alright, that's good. Talk?
I'm alright.
Seven.
Looks outside. We don't look high at all.
Okay,
I'm ready.
let's get going then.
All right. As you make your way out, you can see that there is I should say a kind of a directional board. Shows you a rather confusing layout of Cloud's Reach. I'm going to need a mind, and we're going to do a double mind roll. Mind and mind. And difficulty on this will be 4.
Oh. I was super
Two.
close. I got 3.
I did not
Or,
get
I
it.
got 2, not 3.
You got 4? Nevin, you are able to sit there and kind of calculate in your head exactly which pathway is supposed to go where, which route is leading to what, and it is rather elaborate. You're going to have to make different maneuvers to get from one portion of the city to the other. That means going to the outside, taking sky lifts up to different portions of the mountains, then possibly going back down, back up. But your main goal is to get to the central district. And for most part, that's the easiest place to get to because they want to make it convenient for the rich people. So, it only takes you 3 or 4 lifts, and you eventually get to the central district. And through word of mouth and a quick run down a rather well-gilded street, and as you make your way into the central district of Cloud's Reach, the streets are actually lit because it's inside the mountain. And there's like light posts that are all powered with aether light, glowing and emitting, and the entire area just kind of has this hum to it. Almost like you guys are living within a giant generator. But you eventually find the estate, the manor of Simon.
This is inside the mountain.
Yes.
Wow.
But towards the very tip top. So this portion of the central district has exterior light and aether light inside.
Okay, so whose turn is it to talk? Who's taking the lead on this one?
Hostage.
Okay, I'll do the talking.
Okay, give him a chance. I don't see why not.
I'm
Alright.
not going to stop him.
I don't know what to talk to him about. I thought we were going to be in the clouds, and so far we are inside of a mountain.
Yes.
There are clouds outside the mountain in the sky, Hawk.
And what are they made of?
Clouds.
Clouds.
Water. I promise you, before we leave, I will drink a cloud.
I would love to see that, I'll
Yes.
say.
You.
Alright.
Not relevant.
You know, maybe Simon can lead us in the direction of where you can drink a cloud.
So I go in.
You open up the gates and make your way to the front door of this. It looks to be a very fine, well put together, well crafted. The one thing you notice about this entire area is craftsmanship and artistry is not lost here. Dwarven architecture and superior craftsmanship of stoneworking and metalworking is on clear and evident display throughout pretty much everything in here.
Wow, this place is pretty nice. Is this nicer than your place, Hostage?
Oh,
Your place is nicer than this?
There's hardly any sand anywhere here.
I meant structurally wise, like the building.
Structurally,
Yeah,
it's
you know,
uncomparable. They
I'll take your word for it.
They have different parameters. They have to do, we have to take into account load bearing, sinkholes,
Okay.
worms.
Impressive.
Worms. Huh?
They just have it mounted. They have it easy.
You guys might want to
He's,
get up
he's
for
regretting his decision.
Yeah,
He's
I'm sure he is.
hesitating. Sorry that we made Hoste be the one that.
I knew he was the perfect person for it.
I need to be so jealous if the servant opens the door.
Was there a serving? I'm sorry, a helper.
Slavery is illegal in Cloud's Reach.
Okay.
Servants are different.
Yeah.
Your servants are illegal in he may have employees.
Ugh.
Servant is an employee.
Yeah, are they usually employees? Anyway, that's not whatever you guys call them.
So can I open the door?
You just gonna try to open and walk into his house? Or
Is this a...
Yes. Yes.
Alright, I will knock on the door.
alright. And
Knock, 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 knock.
the door is answered by an attendant.
What's the difference?
One's paid way better and is not property.
We're not paid at all, so what's the difference?
Hello, I am Hoste with the 7. I am here for you.
I believe Lord Ansno is waiting your arrival.
And the what?
That's his
Right.
last
Sorry.
name, Hoste.
Oh, yes.
Any Tolo.
Yes, let me meet this Anti-TT.
Oh, God.
Anti-Rello.
Right this way.
Are you guys following? Are you guys like waiting in the bushes?
Yeah, we're just waiting in the bushes.
I'm just one guy.
What? Our heads are
I
stacked
am
on top of each
sad.
other.
Yes, we're following.
This is gonna be incredible.
I have no words.
Asta has too many words,
I am.
and they all
full of them.
and they all start with sand.
All right. Corin, your basically attendant or assistant, well-dressed, well-groomed dwarven man in his early 102s, essentially approaches you. Sir, I believe the 7 have arrived.
Show them through.
And you watch as the door opens up to see, strangely enough, 5 individuals walk through.
I keep forgetting about that.
Thank you, Corin. I think that will be all for now.
Of course, sir.
The 7 seems to be a bit of a misnomer.
Yeah, we're just we're
We
missing
round
a
up.
couple
No,
people.
no, we're missing a couple numbers.
I see.
Yeah, it's just us right now.
Hey,
Well-
this guy looks familiar.
Can I get a mind and awareness from everybody?
Three.
4.
2.
1.
Three.
Everyone here is getting hit with extreme deja vu. Like, everyone feels like they have seen Simon already, and Simon, you feel like you have seen them as well. It's just odd. Now, I will preference, you have been having dreams, but you've been ignoring them, essentially. Been just kind of like shoving that deep down. You got a lot of other shit.
got bigger things
You
to
got
worry
bigger
about.
things on your plate right now. Yep.
Have we met before?
I was actually going to ask you that.
He looks familiar, but I've never been here.
Well, maybe.
I've never been to here before.
I do get the oddest sense, but never mind. I believe we actually have more pressing matters to attend to.
Oh, he gets right to the point. That's good.
Well, my family's good name is at stake.
Okay.
And comes down to it, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm hoping that you all can help me figure out who is behind this sabotage.
Sabotage.
Do we know what sabotage means, Hawk? Familiar
Is
with
it
the
a
term?
type of bat?
Nope.
Alright.
Why do you go to a bat first?
I'll stay late on him.
What's
All right.
sabotage?
Sabotage is a dessert that is served cold.
No.
No?
So,
That's
more
justice.
specifically, sabotage is
Delicious.
not a dessert.
No.
It's
I guess you could say it's like a spicy dish.
it's not food at all.
It's served
Okay,
cold,
you know what?
but it's
Okay.
spicy.
Hold on, let me interject here. We're probably not getting off on the right foot. You're probably starting to question who you invited to your home.
Well, I wouldn't disagree with that assessment.
Oh, okay. So a few of us have taken some bad hits lately and are still recovering, right, Hofsteg? Hawk?
Oh, hey, I'm Austin.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's what I mean right there. There's a little behind, you know. There's a little bit behind where maybe us three are, and they're trying to recuperate.
Well,
So?
and to be fair, I mean, well, have any of you ridden a train before?
Yeah, I'm the only one.
No.
It moves really fast.
Yes,
It's loud.
there is something they commonly talk about as train lag. There's not many people that are quite so used to moving at those speeds. It tends to throw them off their game.
My legs do feel a little weird.
Well,
It could also be the fact that the air here is thinner than most of you are probably used to dealing with.
So is that why I'm breathing harder?
I thought that was just me.
I thought,
You'll get used to it eventually. So, to the matter at hand, the sabotage.
yes, we not
The faulty aether tech is not the only problem that has been brought to my attention. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but simple fact is, I believe that it is one of the other aether barons trying to undermine my family. I have ruffled a lot of feathers recently. Not many aether barons are fond of the things that I'm trying to accomplish.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Long story short, I want to make the train obsolete.
What?
Why are you looking at
You want to get rid of the fast moving thing?
I want to replace it with something that moves even faster and even less restricted.
I don't think anything's supposed to move that fast as it is.
Well, I assure you, things can move faster.
Living beings weren't meant to go that fast.
Hold up. I like things that go faster.
We are playing with God.
playing God?
That's what Morlock said.
Yeah, it's a Morlock.
Are you Morlock?
I'm sorry.
A wizard from Neve said that you all in Cloud's Reach have been playing God, and
Okay, all right.
Oh, he did say that.
Okay,
I
let's-
forgot
maybe-
who that
maybe-
was.
Okay, maybe let's not get into all that right now. Maybe not talk
Well,
about that.
It wouldn't be the first time I've heard it. The ignorant tend to fear the things that they don't understand.
Thank you for noticing.
Thank you for noticing. I'm gonna, like... Husky, shut up.
I've been called it so much, and
Yep, it's definitely, for you, a compliment.
So, I was hoping that you all might be able to assist in figuring out who is behind all of this. Unfortunately, I am of enough repute in Cloud's Reach. It is difficult for me to move about unnoticed.
Understood.
if you were to put on a list of all the people that might be mad at you, who would be the one at the very top, you think?
therein lies the problem. Each of them has equal reason to hate me for what I'm trying to do. I can't narrow it down. If I had been able to narrow it down, I'd be far less required to seek help.
So why are they so angry at you for wanting to make faster transportation? Is this a money thing?
Well, it's among Aetherbends. It's always a money thing. Simple fact is, things like the railroads generate a large amount of revenue. The fact that I am trying to circumnavigate the idea of the train means that there are some that are going to stand to lose if I manage to put into place my plans.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll be happy to help you with this, and we're gonna do the best damn job anyone's ever done before.
Yes.
Right,
Where,
guys?
who exactly, out of curiosity, because I am aware of who our enemy is, who am I attacking?
Well, as much as I appreciate your enthusiasm, I do believe more tact would be required here.
We're not killing people, okay? I know you guys like to go that route right away. Like, you guys
Right.
get really excited about doing that. But we
More
don't-
tact,
Why do you
less attack.
Just look at him and Hostate, don't look at me.
Is murder gonna become
No, no, no.
an
no.
issue I need to worry about here?
No, 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 no.
Only if you
We
like
have
to.
restraint, right? We have restraint.
How do you keep looking at
I
me?
do not murder anyone who does not need to be murdered.
These two went off and killed a large group of people with
Well, I mean,
that other group of people.
It was sanctioned.
your
Section.
your group has reputation as well.
My group. What do you mean by my group?
Yeah, who's his
I'm sorry,
group
I'm
ever
sorry, I
hurt?
meant you people.
See, I like that better.
Alright, well, I do not know the land, and I'm assuming
Hawk, we gotta figure this out.
that's
You
what
want out?
I'm trying to
You
do.
trying to keep you from killing people all the time?
I'm not kill. I haven't killed a
I
single
meant you as
person.
a collective, okay?
So, if I may interject
Sorry,
for
oh
a
my God,
moment,
you're so
I understand that none of you are from Cloud's Reach. I admittedly don't know the laws of all your lands very well, but here in Cloud's Reach, murder is against the law. And while you are acting
Instead of ours, against the
under
law
my
too.
name, I would greatly appreciate if we could avoid breaking the law.
Oh yeah, and who brought the writ?
The what?
The writ.
The writ?
Yeah.
I think he's talking about the letter.
Oh. Which one?
Oh, I am. I'm doing.
No, the one Morlock gave us. Who grabbed that? The guild guy in Goldia who gave that to us.
Which writ are we talking? What did it say?
The one that made us a guild!
Oh, I think I have that.
Oh, show it to him.
Yeah, Hawk, you're really on the
Hold
up and up,
on.
man.
Oh.
You know Hawk knows what a writ is?
Oh no.
What?
I put it in the same pouch. Okay, I'm just gonna.
All the stuff that you
I took
shoved
a bunch
in.
of food and shit.
Why did you do that?
I wanted it for later.
Is that from the train?
There was.
Now everything's mixed
There
together.
was leftovers. Okay. I
All the
can't-
food is touching.
That piece of paper tells us that we're official.
I think we need to get into Do you have...
Is that covered in gravy?
There's just this corner right here. Everything else, there's some chocolate.
All the work we do is gravy.
A little grease.
Well, I'll let you hang on to that for now.
Do you have
Okay,
any
I'm here to
potato
open it
tots
for
in
you.
those?
Look at it. There you go. I'll hold it.
Yes, it's a parchment
You won't want to get your hands dirty.
covered in
Look like
food.
a nice
So where do we
hand.
start? What do we start? What do we start
Why'd
doing?
you want me to show him this? And then what?
So he knows we're official.
Are you our leader?
No, if I was leading, why would I be asking what are we doing?
Who's more responsible with this kind of thing?
Oh my god.
Mikhail, you're a lawyer. Here you go.
Yeah.
You hold on
Also,
to that.
he's a lawyer.
Oh, it's an official document. You probably like those.
He's Got you there.
You already showed him the paper. I don't know what you want me to do with this.
Yeah, but you can show that to other lawyers or something.
No, I just want you to keep it from getting further damaged, because it will get further damage.
I get
on my
stabbed a
person.
lot.
Do you
So-
have any potato tots in there?
Potato tots?
You forget words there, buddy?
I did. Sure did. Sure
Do
did.
you got any potato tops in there?
I'll tell you what. Here, I'm gonna open the pouch. You just grab what you want. It's all mixed together, though.
Nevin. You don't.
I haven't ate anything today.
We were on a trip on Nevin.
On the train for hours.
I was just scared for my life on the train.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So where do we start? How can we help you? What should we do first?
How can you help us?
No, that's not why
Oh,
we're
sorry.
Mikhail immediately money me.
Money me now, please.
Oh my god.
What was the name of the? I remember that in the lore there was a tavern.
Yeah, there's a few places, but actually something that I was meant to share with you
Oh,
beforehand is that one, the confiscated Aether Tech is being held by the Arbiters of Hostia, so that you have yet to have anyone investigate. It's being held. So that's in a warehouse right now. So that would be a potential spot to go and look for clues first. The other thing is that your warehouses and your factories are being suspiciously now audited out of nowhere. Which means that a lot of your work has had to slow production, and you've had to do a bunch of like red tape and loopholes now it's been basically slowing things down for you.
well, there's two places I would think that we could start. The first is suddenly my factories, my warehouses, they are being audited.
What does that mean?
Well, that's a scary word.
It's not pleasant. A routine audit is not unusual. This is not usual. This is out of character. Otherwise, the Hostian arbiters have seized the faulty Aether Tech, and it has yet to be investigated.
I tend to deal with the arbiters often enough. I can check that out if you'd like. I could start there. We could start there. It don't matter.
I will defer to each of you at this point. Both seem like equally good targets to me.
With that, or I can check for whatever it's worth, the validity of the audits to see if they're even legal.
So you make a question.
Fire away.
What is Aether Tech?
So, Aether Tech, put simply, is machinery powered by the Aether. Now, it comes in various different forms, such as the train that you rode in on.
All right. Okay. So wizard metal.
I suppose that's one way to put it. Yes.
So you make wizard metal.
Yes.
So if you were to look at this bad wizard metal, you would be able to tell who made the wizard metal.
I would be able to tell for sure if it's my designs. Hypothetically, there could be a signature of some sort, some sort of signature piece that might indicate someone.
Wizard metal.
Shabak.
Or was the tally sheet?
I lost that.
There it is.
And how often would you get audited otherwise?
An annual audit is not unusual.
Yeah, specifically, it's a safety and inventory audit. So that's what they're going over and making sure that all the parts and machinery you're using are
Up to snuff.
up to snuff.
But they seem to be focusing more on safety issues, which for other Aether factories might be more of an issue, but we've had an excellent track record.
And are the other Aether barons like yourself getting the same audits?
Typically, each of the other factories would be audited
I mean, at the same frequency.
at about the same frequency,
That you-
depending on personal politics.
Well, I mean, that you've been dealing with recently. You said you've been getting them more often.
Yes.
Or am I misunderstanding?
This is the third one you've had in the last 2 months, but you have had a string of really bad accidents happen in your foundries within the last several months as well. But these accidents have all been very suspicious.
We've had these inspections several times just in the last couple of months. Unfortunately, some of our accident rates have gone up. However, I have yet to be able to determine that any of my employees or even our equipment to be at fault for these incidents. It is all very odd.
Was anyone killed during these accidents?
One person was severely injured. It was almost fatal, though.
Thankfully, no. One nearly died. But he is recovering.
Have you questioned him at all? Or had somebody else question him?
He has not been medically cleared at this time.
Well, do you happen to have a list of others that were in any accidents that we could question?
I believe I could get something from the factory managers, have
Maybe.
something put together.
Maybe you can look into the audits. We can like split up. You and somebody, a couple of us look into audits. The other half look into questioning these.
But if anybody's gonna be able to do this audit, see if there's anything wrong that I missed, it's gonna be you. So the two of us can tackle that. If you don't mind going with them, you could take a look at what the arbiters have been going over. Sounds
Yes,
like
I would like to get an eye on this Aether Tech to see what I can find. Just, and I'll hand him just something that's got the family crest on it. Show this to the guards at the gates to the factory.
Okay.
Tell them you are there under my direct supervision and that you need to be speaking with the managers of the facilities.
All right, I will do that. Or do I just look for a building that has the crest on it as well, or?
You'd have to go down to the foundry district, which means you're heading down to the base of the mountain. It's where most of the foundries and the factories are.
Okay. I'm assuming we would have saw that on the map that we used to get
Yeah,
here.
you would have saw the general kind of layout of it. Granted, it's your first time here, so navigating and getting lost is still a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'll head with you all then.
And for those going down to the foundries, stop and speak with Corin on your way out. Get yourselves some rebreathers.
Rebreathers?
I could breathe just fine. Why would I need to rebreathe?
Well, when you get down into the foundry district, the air becomes much thicker with Aether smog. It's a bit of a problem that we've been trying to deal with. The rebreather will help limit your exposure.
All right, I'll ask for whatever those are. And Corin, you said is their name?
Yes, the gentleman that showed you in.
Okay.
He'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, Nevin, you ready?
I am.
All right. We'll go find Corin.
And as the group gets ready to depart, that is where we're going to end
No!
the session.
What?
Why are you?
Did you lose
Did
it?
you have it?
No, I was trying to beat you. You said there's no way to be able to do it before the thing ends.
Or how close are you?
I'm over halfway.
What do you have? What do you have so far?
Okay, I have the O word, who H-O word, the something with an O-I word, truth,
That would
truth.
be in, probably.
No cheats. Who profit from something. You. And the last word is damn.
Well, you've got some of it.
Yeah, I do.
I think you're on the right track.
He's got some of it.
Yeah, there's might be a couple letters I got off.
You don't have to talk like Haste anymore, right?
No, we're still live. Hey, how's it going? I'm Hostage.
Anyways, thank you guys all for joining us, and we'll see you all next time.
Oh, and also welcome Tech J.
And yeah, welcome John as Simon, the next member of the 7.
Formally.